There was once a giant who worked the fields for the villagers every single day. He'd guide rivers with his fingers so the crops could drink. Seeds would sprout the moment his hands touched the soil. When the king heard about it, he sounded his horn. He ordered the giant to serve the royal palace only. The giant brought river water to fill the king's private fountain, just for the king's eyes to enjoy. Though the giant protected the land, the king grew jealous of his strength and glory. He couldn't stand that people admired the giant more than him. When the giant built homes for the villagers, the king made trouble, claiming he was breaking royal rules. When the giant planted trees, the king sent soldiers to cut them down. For every tree planted, 3 were destroyed. The giant finally tried to stop them, but the king shouted for his archers to attack. Arrows rained down on the one who had kept their land alive. Furious and heartbroken, the giant left without a word. The king didn't care, he thought he'd won. But without the giant's guidance, the kingdom fell apart. Fields turned to dust. Villagers fled in search of life elsewhere. And soon, the king was left alone in a barren wasteland. Only then did regret take root in his heart. To make amends, he set out to find the giant. He followed the massive footprints across deserts and storms. He was mocked by children and pitted by strangers. He watched other kingdoms thrive while his own lay dead. And with every step, his pride grew smaller. Finally, after endless wandering, he saw the giant again, planting trees on a distant hill. The king fell to his knees. The giant turned, confused, until he saw the broken crown in the king's hands. He recognized the face that once ordered his punishment. The giant despised him, but then noticed something different. When the king accidentally stepped on a tiny flower, he gently lifted it back up with trembling hands. For the first time, the giant saw humility in his eyes, and forgiveness bloomed where hatred once lived. Together, they returned to the ruined kingdom. Side by side, they planted seeds again, and this time, both the land and their hearts began to grow anew.